ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. Om. Today we start off with another Marutastuti by Sage Kanva in Brihati and Sato Brihati Chandasas. Prayaditha Paravata 1.39.1. O Shakers, Maruts, descending on the earth from a long distance like the rays of the sun, whose pride will you throw away, especially for whose purpose and design, to which happiness-giving place of sacrifice, and to whom do you go? Sirama Santua Ayudha 1.39.2. O Maruts, may your weapons be strong for driving away your enemies, and be firm while resisting them. May your power be praiseworthy and not like that of an unrighteous, deceitful person. 1.39.3, the next one. Paraha Yadsthiram. O leaders of men, Maruts, you who are associated with the rays of the sun, destroys all things that are moving and cause to move even heavy objects on the earth. You go around mountains in all directions. Maruts, winds are produced by the rays of the sun. Wind force moves even big ships over ocean surface. 1.39.4. Nahi va Shatrur Vivide. O brave destroyers of enemies and diseases, since your power to strike the enemy is great and distributed everywhere, your adversary is definitely not known to exist in the sky or on the earth. Maruts are one of the purifiers, like fire and water. Hence, they are said to be destroyers of diseases. Enemies can be external or internal to oneself. Pravevayanti 1.39.5. O mighty shining Maruts, you shake the trees and move the clouds. You fight with all who are arrogant and behave like intoxicated men. 1.39.6. Uporatheshu. O Maruts, the reddish clouds which appear like spotted deer are yoked to your vehicle in its front, which is meant for your travels. They carry you everywhere. The earth shares your movements, and men are afraid. Clouds do not carry Maruts or wind. On the other hand, wind drives the clouds. This difference is to be treated as poetic fancy. 1.39.7. Avomakshu. O terrible Maruts, since you had come to our protection earlier, we crave for your immediate protection of our offsprings. Please come quickly to that wise praiser, especially who is afraid. Yushmeshito Maruto 1.39.8. Maruts, whoever or whichever adversary driven by you or excited by other persons decides to overcome us and attacks us, you please remove that enemy by your own power, by your might, and also with your own protections. Here also, enemy could be within one's own mind or external to him. Rest of the rugs in this sutta should be understandable from their overall meanings. Asami hi prayajyava, O sacrifice-worthy, knowledgeable Manas, by your undivided protective powers, you indeed give full happiness to all of us, as lightning brings rain in its wake. Please come to the aid of this wise praiser. Asamyojo Vibhrta 1.39.10, last ruk in the sutta. O Marus, you are shakers of the world and liberal givers of gifts. May you let loose all your might and powerful weapons like arrows against an angry person who behaves as an enemy of the Vedas and hater of sages. And this marks the end of 39 Suktam. We go to Suktam 40, which is on Brahmanaspati. Kanva, Ghavara, Rishi, same Chandasas, Brihati and Sato Brihati. Uttishta Brahmanaspade 1.40.1. O Brahmanaspati, master of Vedic knowledge, just as liberal gift givers Maruts together with Indra approach you, in the same way, desiring true or shining knowledge, we beg you, please, get up for the welfare of all of us. Brahmanaspati could be the knower of self-knowledge. Indra, Jivatma and Pranas approach Atma, so also a seeker of truth. Swamidhi Sahasas Putra 1.40.2. O son of spiritual power, whoever approaches you in search of the most beneficial wealth and worships you, whoever praises you from all sides also, please give the person good strength and good heroic wealth. Whoever meditates on Brahmanaspati as manifested Brahman, may he reveal heroic wealth, birthless Brahman to him. This is implied meaning of the rig. Praidu Brahmanaspati 1.40.3. May master of Vedic knowledge, presiding deity of learning, endowed with pleasant and true speech, and enlightened souls arrive here. May they lead a hero directly to this sacred sacrifice containing a number of offsprings which are fit for human consumption. No comments. 1.40.4. Yo Bhaghate Dadati. Whoever gives noble presents to a learned priest, he holds inexhaustible wealth. For him, we invoke Brahmanaspati with noble speech that produces good heroes, that is worth preserving, and that enables him to achieve his goal soon. For the sake of liberal givers of gifts, sacrificers invoke Vedic mantras which will enable him to achieve his desired objective. 1.40.5. Pranunam Brahmanaspati. The master of Vedic knowledge explains the admirable, worthy to be heard Vedic mantras. In him, Indra, Mitra, Varuna, Atyama, and other enlightened souls have made their abode. All shining beings have their abode in Atma. Brahmanaspati symbolizes Atma in this sukta. Tamid Vochema 1.40.6. O learned shining men, we teach these felicitous worth to be heard mantras in this holy congregation. O leaders of men, if you know these mantras well, then the famous speech contained in them will obtain all bliss for you. A knower of the essence of Vedas enjoys the bliss associated with birthless Brahman. This is being implied here. One point 40.7. Ko Devayantam. Who approaches desiring the company of enlightened souls? Who approaches a person who is a good performer of knowledge sacrifice? One who is charitably disposed. He builds a well-ventilated, beautiful house on firm ground. A good knowledge sacrificer builds a beautiful, vast, permanent shelter, the ultimate abode. The last work in this Sukta 40, Upakshatram Prunjita. Master of Vedic knowledge, Brahmanaspati consolidates his strength or knowledge. He keeps his calm in the face of fear. There is none who can check him, who is armed with the mighty thunderbolt, self-knowledge. In great battles, no one can subdue him. Atma, the self, is knowledge supreme. It destroys ignorance. It is abhayam, without fear. There is none like it, equal to it, and different from it. This is the truth. Truth is that. Aditya Stuti is the next Suktam 41 from Kanva sage Gayatri Chanda. Yam Rakshanti Prachedaso 141.1. Whom excellently wise Varuna, Mitra and Atyama protect, that man is never harmed or injured. Here enemies may mean evil thoughts which are products of ignorance. No explanation may be necessary on other rigs in this sukta. 1. Yam Bahuteva 1.41.2. That man whom Varuna, Mitra and Atyama safeguard as though with safe hands, and whom they cover from malignant foes, is free from all obstacles and he prospers. 1.41.3. Vidurga Vidvisha. Those shining beings destroy the forts and residences of the enemies, and driving them away, they, shining beings, lead good men across all difficulties. Suga Pantha 1.41.4. O thoughtful men, where the sons of Aditi have made for you a safe and comfortable path, free from thorns, pits, etc., and you follow that righteous path, there no devouring enemies exist for you. Yam Yajnam Nayatha Mara 140.1.5. O learned men, the knowledge sacrifice which is led by leaders of men, namely sons of Aditi, which goes along just path, let that which gives wisdom to you never end. Saratnam Martyo Vasu 1.41.6. That person who is protected thus, as described above, directly gains all jewels and wealth, and also son befitting him. 1.41.7 Katha Radhama. Oh friends, how can we accomplish the composing of the greatly enjoyable hymns in praise of Mitra, Varuna and Adyama? 1.41.8 Mavo Ghantam Ma. O friends or Adityas, I shall not speak sweet words to him who strikes you, not to one who talks ill of you. I serve only him who craves for happiness and knowledge, or company of shining beings, together with good wealth. The last one in this sukta, 41. Chaduraschidda. A man should have apprehension about 4 categories of men. One who resorts to violence, one who abuses, one who gives poisonous substances, and one who misappropriates other properties. One should desist from talking ill of others. Suktam 42 is on Pusha from Kavira Konva, Gayatri Chanda. Sampushan. O never faltering Pusha, please take us away from the path of misery. Remove all forces, diseases and misery, and conquer the fortress for us. Pusha means nourisher, who could be the self spiritually or the sun in physical terms. May Pusha reveal the abode for the sacrificers. This is the implied meaning of the Rig sense, that is the miseryless state. Yona Pushannagho 142.2. O Pushan, may you drive away a person who is a thief, a wicked fellow, an inauspicious person, and one who lays in wait to injure us. Apityam Paripanthinam 1.42.3. O Pushan, please chase away from our path a person who waylays people, who is a housebreaker or a bribe taker. Tvam dasya dvayavino 1.42.4. O Pushan, you please trample with your feet upon the double-tongued man, whoever he may be, upon the power of an evil-minded person. Adatte dasramantuma 1.42.5. O destroyer of the wicked, knowledgeable Pushan, we seek that protection of yours which prompted our forefathers to tread on the path of righteousness. 1.42.6. Adhano Vishwasauhaga. O Lord of all prosperity and possessor of power of speech, which is shining like gold, Pushan, please make our wealth easily distributable. Speech which is shining like gold is Vedas, shining with knowledge of 4 kinds. Here, wealth could mean knowledge. Remaining 4 rugs may not need any additional explanation. Adi na Sashchato 1.42.7. O Pushan, please lead us who are devoted to you by easy and virtuous path. May you educate us on good action and knowledge. 1.42.8. Abhi Suyavasamaya O Pushan, please lead us to a place of good pasture and green fields and teach us good actions and knowledge so that we may not face fresh obstacles in our path. Sakthipurthi Prayamsi. O Pushan, please be gracious and fill us with strength and wealth, sharpen us with vigor, fill our stomach with food, and teach us good knowledge and action. Last one in this, 1.42.10. Napushanam. We invoke with Vedic hymns that were saying Pushan. We shall never be indifferent to him. We pray for all kinds of wealth. This coming sukta is the last one for the day. This is a prayer sukta from Kanva Gaura, Devada Rudra Soma, Chandas Gayatri Anushtup. Rudra means terrible, terrific, roaring, driving away evil, who makes men weep, etc. He is also considered to be praiseworthy. It is an epithet of Shiva. Some attributes of Rudra are being discussed in this sukta. Kad Rudraya Prachedase, 1.43.1. O friends, when shall we sing the hymns that give delight to our hearts to Rudra, who is wise, bounteous, and mighty? Rudra is said to be wise, liberal, giver of gift, and very powerful. Yathano Adite, 1.43.2. O learned men, please do whatever is proper to accomplish delight coming from Rudra to animals, cows, human beings, and us, like Aditi accomplishes delight for her sons. Rudra is the bringer of delight for all living creatures. Just like Aditi, Mother Nature to her sons. Mother Nature imparts life to them, while Rudra makes them happy by not taking it away from them. Yatha no mitro varuno, 1.43.3. The way Mitra, Varuna, or Rudra knows us, in the same way all people of one accord know us. Each living being is endowed with its own nature, which is known to all divinities mentioned in the Rig, and also other living beings are Gathapatim, Medhapatim, Rudram, 1.43.4. We pray for that eternal bliss of self-realization to Rudra, who is the Lord of all hymn singers, Lord of intelligence, and is possessor of healing balm or medicine for happiness. Some more qualities attributed to Indra are covered in this Rig. Yah Shukraiva Suryo. Rudra, like the bright sun, shines like brilliant gold. He is the best among the shining beings and provider of dwellings for all. Another and the last Rudra Sukta, Rudra Rik, Samna Karat Tyarvate, 1.43.6. Rudra brings happiness and welfare for our horses, goats, sheep, etc., for men and women, and for our cows. Now, rest are Soma Suktas, Soma Riks. Asme Soma Shriyamati 1.43.7. O Soma, may you bestow on us the glory of 100 men and the great renown, knowledge, food, and wealth of leaders of men. Here, Soma corresponds to flowing essence of Atma. 1.43.8. Mana Soma. O Atmiya Soma drop, let not our adversaries who are against our acquiring sacrificial offerings and others harass us. Please help us in our life's battle. The quantum of spiritual ray contained in each drop of Atmiya Soma becomes the witnessing self in the body of a living being. Hence is the relevance of this prayer addressed to spiritual Soma drop. Last ruk for today. Yes, Yaste Praja 1.43.9. O Atmiya Soma, you are desired by all since you are the head of the universe and central point of nature's laws and the immortal self. Whichever subjects of yours are there in the manifested world, you know them. They adore you. Flowing essence of Atma, Soma, manifests as the universe through Indra, universal manifested self. Soma essence carries spiritual rays of Atma in each of the drops and provides all manifested forms and pervades all manifested forms of nature. Hence, Soma knows all of them, which include human beings also. Moreover, Soma, as witnessing self, knows sacrificers who honor Soma with Vedic praises. This is the implied meaning of the rag. This marks the end of some illuminating suktas from sage Kanva. And this is the end for the day. Viramastavat.